how's it going, everybody? I think we're live. We'll wait a minute. Yeah. Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Morning Comics. It's good to be back on Sunday morning. Sorry, last week we were delayed. And when did it go up? Like Wednesday or something like that? Or Tuesday? I don't even know. It was Tuesday. Where we did an unboxing of an awesome act of kindness from the Doom 143. Big thanks to that guy. That was an amazing pack of books that he showed, or that he sent me over. So amazing. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check out that video if you can. Who we got here? Let me scroll back up, make sure that I didn't miss anybody. Gomez, Comic Collector, what's going on, Gomez? How's it going, brother? Stephen Oates is here. Stephen Oates, good morning. Comically Flawed, Holger Peterson. Comically Flawed, he's a good buddy. J. Rodham, what's going on, man? Did I miss anybody? Matilda's here. I saw Matilda. There she is. NES Master 80. NES Master 80 says, Sunday Morning Comics on Sunday. What is this? I know. It's a flashback. We're doing a flashback show. It's a nostalgia thing. Getting back on Sundays. JoJo's Comics, how's it going? Biggie's Comics. Home of the New York Warriors. I always want to say Comics. You changed your name. Chan the Nerd. What's going on, Chan the Nerd? Who mentioned it? I think J. Rodham mentioned that he missed Legends auction last night, man. That was a crazy experience. That was the first time I've been on somebody else's auction other than with Edwin. And, just because of the amount of people, I wasn't sure, like, how many books I needed to have, like, how many different, lots of selling points I needed to be at. I think in total I did, like, 5. Which is, that's fine. That was awesome. I was happy that, people got books they wanted. I was really surprised at the Thor 337, this one. I went to Tex the Collector. So, I was throwing that book out there. I thought it would just go cheap. And it kind of steadily went up. So, that's awesome. Tex is getting a good book, though. Yeah, shout out to the New York Warriors. New York Warriors always have great auctions, too. Their live shows are always fun. Everybody's got a live show. We all pretty much watch them at this point. It's just like live shows all the time. 9.2 Crew, 9.8 Posse. Man, there's good stuff all over the place. Of course, JLS Comics every Thursday night for Thursday's Comic Conversation. Because that's always a good time. So, what else are we saying here? Yeah, Matilda. Matilda's got some great art. If everybody wants to check out her Instagram, give her a follow. So, yesterday I went and played in a Magic tournament. Oh, no. I got roped back into Magic, when was it? It was like, late November, early December. Somewhere around there. Does that sound right? That sounds right to me. But yeah, so I played in this pre-release yesterday. It was a lot of fun, though. We played like 12 games of Magic in like 3.5 hours. So it was really, really fast. Brian Spaceboy 227, how's it going, man? How is it going? Of course, we got a stack of books to go through. A stack of books. And also, I want to make sure everybody is aware that Jesse himself, the man, JLS Comics, has a contest going on for his 2K subscriber giveaway. Make sure, I think we've only got like a week, and I'm bad on this too. I still got to make a video for it, but it's one of those videos that's like super easy to make because all he's asking you to do is tell him about, like, make a video and tell him about your favorite story in comics. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's the easiest video ever. You don't have to show anything. You just like, dude, I like this one time when Spider-Man did this one thing. It was super cool. Boom. You're done. Entered. That's how easy it is. I don't even think he requests, like, specific issue numbers. So you could tell him a story where you're misremembering, like, 3 issues combined into one. You could. And, everybody'd be like, man, that's cool. Man, I'm going to have to find that story. So. Yeah, that auction went a good little bit. Flawed said he had to bill because it was just getting a little too late. No, I'm with you, man. It was a good one. We ended up going to, like, 1-ish or so, something like that. It seemed like. So about 4 hours. I don't know. It was a good time though. Big, super big thank you to legend, Great Legends show. Make sure you're subscribed to his channel. If you're not, I'm sure you already are. But man, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. See, man, talk about some big boy books. And both of those Hulk 181s, like that 7.5 and that 5.5 that they show. Oh my gosh! And I know that the 5.5 sold last night. I don't remember if the 7.5 also, or if they were still talking about it and going to talk about it later. But yeah, so wow, that was some crazy stuff. That was awesome. I was like, man, I wish I could bid on that. And what was even better was that the guys were willing to do like payment plans on stuff. Like they realized people want these books, but you know, a lot of times you can't throw down like thousands at a moment. But you can, you know, give them like a chunk and set up a payment for the rest of it. So that's super cool that you know, everybody's cool with doing that kind of type of thing for those larger books. We got a request. Does it need to be from a comic? I don't remember. He's got, if you go check out JLS's JLS Comics channel, he's got the 2K subscriber like video itself where he gives all the rules. I don't remember if it has to be from a comic, Matilda. So you might just want to check that out and watch it real quick, and he'll tell you. But I wouldn't think it would matter. Let's see. Shout out Contender. Contender's here. What? Oh yeah. Big shout out to Contender. He had some amazing books. Like everybody had some great books. Not sure what Jason was doing. Poor Jason. I don't think he was able to get rid of anything that he was trying to sell last night. Unfortunately. Though I may end up getting that Generation X lot from him just because it's like the first 25 issues. Plus he was gonna throw in like a whole bunch of other books or something. So I kind of want that run just because. X-Men, blah. You know what I'm doing. Man, there's so many different X titles. You just keep going back and finding new ones or remembering other ones that you're like, oh yeah, I probably need to get some of that run too. But like just the first 25 issues of Generation X, that would be enough. I wouldn't need to go beyond that. I wouldn't need to go to any other volumes or anything. Just that. That would be fine. That would be good there. Yeah. Jason, I've bought from Jason before. Realistically, guys, like, don't ever feel bad or feel like the quality of books or anything like that's going to be down. Like, the books I've gotten from Jason have been exactly what they said they were. Can't complain, especially when you're able to get the books from him for a deal. So, yeah. No, it was, yeah. He does them really good. Because that was the deal last night, was like, those 25 books for $25, right? Plus, he was going to throw in another, like, whole bunch of books. Like, a lot. So, $25 and you're getting, like, you know, half a short box full of books, you know? You kind of can't go wrong with that. Oh, yeah. Definitely message him, JoJo. He will sell it to you. Comic Book Champ's here. What's going on, Comic Book Champ? What did I even buy over here? Oh, okay. Guys, so I'm working on this crazy theory, right? Crazy theory that goes all the way back to X-Men 97. X-Men 97 was the issue where Cyclops and Onslaught, or Apocalypse. Maybe it was Apocalypse. Cyclops and Apocalypse merged together, right? Okay. And I think what I'm trying to do is find evidence that right before that issue, so like 90 to 96, I got to go back and like rummage through those and read those and figure out what's going on. But I think at some point, Cyclops was replaced before issue 97, right? Cyclops was replaced. And so at issue 97, when he merged with Apocalypse, it wasn't really him. It was the clone or whatever. I got to figure that out, right? And then from that point forward, after 97, after that Apocalypse issue there, he was never actually our Cyclops at all. And so at some point we could just get Cyclops back. So the one that died, so from that point all the way up to Death of X, where he died. Or did he die? He died in like the first issue. Yeah. So all the way up to like Death of X, right? That was not Cyclops. So at some point we could just get normal Cyclops back. That's crazy, isn't it? Because what I'm actually going to have to do is like go back and find the writers of those issues and reach out to them and ask. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 263 is getting ridiculous. Little normie junk, man. I don't fully understand why. Because is Little Normie now gonna be the Green Goblin? Is that what we're saying? While Norman is the Red Goblin? I'm confused. Get out the tinfoil hats. It's a conspiracy. All right, let's go through some of these books that I picked up here. Andy Kubik. Yes, sir. This is X-Men 22. Because for some reason I was missing X-Men 22. As I continue on the X-Men run that I'm going on. Apparently, it was just Uncanny. And now I feel like it's expanded to all things mutant, which is getting a little out of hand. It's getting a little out of hand. I have one whole long. All right, this is how the X-Men break down in my collection right now. I have one long box full of X stuff. I have one short box full of just Uncanny, but that doesn't fit all the Uncanny. So I technically have like 4 short boxes and one long box full of just X stuff. Is X-Men 20 the wedding issue? I don't remember. Was it 20 or 25? I have it in the box back there. I'm not going to pull it out. I can't remember if it was 20 or 25. Comic Fault said he's not buying the hype on 263. It's like people are so starved for first appearances. They're driving up the price of Joe Nobody's first appearance. I know. That's, yeah, but... And then J. Rod Ham makes a good point in the chat here and says that's why he loves flipping those books. It helps him pick up great books from all the other auctions in the community. So, hey, that's a good... That's what I was told long ago. Long ago, with any hobby that you have, if there's a way in your hobby that you can make your hobby pay for itself, you should probably think about going down that road, because it makes it a little bit more enjoyable when the hobby has its own type of revenue stream, if you want to say, or type of income where you can just use that money for your collection instead of other monies that go to other things. Let's see. NLC said, flipped a ton of dollar books and definitely helped me get ASM 3 first appearance Doc Ock. Wow, man. That's awesome. That is awesome, brother. That is super cool. What do we get here? Okay, so here's one of the books where I got to read through and figure it out. X-Men 92. Bishop is back. Where did he go? But is he the last X-Man? I didn't read that part at the bottom. This is also Andy Kubrick. Wow. That's crazy. So from 22 to 92, 70 issues in between. And he's also on the cover. That's awesome. That's super rare. Pull these stickers off. Stickers. Those 2 books were $1. The rest of these were 50 cents. Gomez picked up some 50-cent books to flip. I should. All the 50 cent. When I go 50 cent bin diving, I'm like always on like a mission, you know. I'm like looking for this one book or this one title type thing, you know. Not all the time. Sometimes I go in there and just see what I can find, but most of the time. All right, so this in its original bag that's been opened but taped shut with it, and still has the card. Still has the card of the Executioner supervillain 1993 annuals. Yes, this is Uncanny X-Men annual number 17. Where walks the Executioner? Executioner. X. Just X. Man, they put this on this bag. I'm just taking this out. Oh my gosh. Just taking this out. It's got to be bagged and boarded anyway. Ooh. This is horrible. Why did they do this? People's crazy. People's crazy. Well, I was going to, but it's all like folded in. Alright, so we'll have to do this later. I wanted to take it out just to see what was going on. Because we got a cool 30 years of X-Men thing underneath the barcode here. Let me see if I can get it off. Let me see. Alright, yeah, that was... Okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it was just going to rip this bag. So that's a cool little thing down there. 30 years of X-Men. 63 to 93. Very cool. Featuring the pulse-pounding premiere of a brand new Marvel superhero. Were they talking about the Executioner? Because they said Marvel Superstar. Alright, Marvel Superstar. So not actually a hero or a villain. Could be either one. I guess they are talking about our good buddy, the Executioner. No. Executioner song. Also picked up annual number 18, which is actually really cool. Who did... Oh, let me get rid of the thing. Let me get rid of the thing. A lot of times people just don't care about annuals, but most of the time, annuals will have actually a really good story because it's most of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, but most of the time, annuals are self-contained. So you get a couple stories or one story in a double-sized issue, you know? Most of the time, annuals are never going to be worth anything, even though you have first appearances of characters like the Executioner. Let's see. Comic Flawed said, I love making my hobby pay for itself. Unfortunately, I tend to buy at full retail, haha, and $1 or less books are trash around me. Yeah, I'm with you. That's why I've cut down so much on new books. Oh my gosh. So much on new books. Other than like the core titles, but I've just found that, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's difficult to maintain a ton of new books if the stories just aren't where they need to be, and especially the art. If they keep switching artists on a lot of these books, no. Make money off comic keys for cheap peoples don't know what they got. Knowledge for power. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm with you, Gomez. Cheap keys. That's where it's at. But those are getting harder and harder to find, as it is. Doomsday Comics. What's going on, Doomsday? All about comics. What's going on? Yeah, I think you were trying to get on Legends thing last night. It didn't work out, man. That stinks. Maybe you can get on next time. That would be awesome. So, again, annual number 18 from 94. Who is this big dude? Who that guy? So, he's got Jubilee. We got Sabretooth. And I would assume this is Kitty down here. But I don't know. But who that guy? Does anybody know who this big red and white guy is? I don't know. I'm very confused. But Jubilee is not a vampire, so that's awesome. I think she was recently turned not into a vampire in the newest Generation X also. Oh wow! Comically Flawed said his shop stopped getting annuals, even if you have a book on your pull. Wow. No, I mean I can understand it. Like I mean. That's why they're always so cheap, because they don't actually ever sell that awesome. Went ahead and picked up this also. Let me take the tag off, because this cover's cool. This is a classic cover right? When you think X-Men, this is kind of what you see in your head. Or at least for me. This is X-Men, just X-Men. Annual number 1 from 92. Right at the end here of the man before he left. Jim Lee cover. You can see down there. Jimmy Lee. But yeah, I mean, in my mind, when I picture the X-Men, that's pretty much about it. That's the image I get in my head. So, this is awesome, man. A Jim Lee cover for 50 cents in great condition on an annual. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Man, I really like this one. This is an awesome cover. I mean, I don't know. We'll just keep showing it for a minute. Just really, really dig this one. This is, you know, X-Men, like the, still, maybe not like the height, but definitely near the height of their popularity in the early 90s when that was going on. So awesome. What Doomsday Comics say? Hey, I'm looking for the first appearance of Doomsday. If anyone has it, let me know. What was that? Superman, what number was that? Was it Superman or Justice League? Did my voice break? I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, they've gone up. I can't. What issue is that, man? Frank Corvino, yes sir. Frank says, that is the X-Men in my eyes. 92 Jim Lee X-Men, yes sir. Me too. That's my team. So, not having the team is upsetting. It's upsetting. Okay, pick this one up too. This we're jumping over to X Factor in 89. X Factor, 1989. It's a solid year for the X Factor. Now, of course, who could have done this cover? Who could have done this X Factor cover in 1989? And I can understand the complaints about the one thing. It's Rob Liefeld. Oh, okay, Man of Steel 18. I don't remember. Okay. But yeah. X Factor 40. Rob Liefeld cover. Put his signature right there. Kind of strange. But yeah. Oh man, look at the feet. Rob. But this is way early. So we're not judging we're not judging. There's no judging. But I mean, back-to-back Image founders. That's pretty cool. Can't beat that. 50 cents. 50 cents. I love 50-cent bins. Not the singing show. No, we're not singing today. Part of the Matt Fraction Uncanny X-Men. This is 502. Part of Secret Invasion. Manifest Distant. Wow, there's all kinds of things going on in this cover. It's a Land cover. Guessing that's Greg Land. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of Wolverine. Continuing on. Uncanny X-Men 496. Who did this one? Choi. This is a Choi cover. Very cool. Ooh. 497. The X-Men go back in time or something? I don't know. It's a Choi cover also. Are we going X-Men going back to the 60s? I don't know. Yes, not the singing show X Factor. No. Continuing on, like I said, need to figure out some stuff about Cyclops. I'm still going with that. Issue 102. And who is that? Issue 103. Or, I'm sorry, 88. I was just going up there. This is issue 88. Is that like, who is that? Is that supposed to be Daken? Let's let's take a look. Let's take a look at X-Force, or X-Men 88. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Who is this? Let's read through here quickly. Alan Davis did the plot and pencils, and Joe Casey did the script on this one. Look at this awesome stuff. This is A World Apart. That is that's some awesomeness right there. Who we got on the X team in this book? Who we got? We got Gambit, Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler. What was the girl who could make the stabby things? No, like made of wood. I can't remember her name. Maybe Kitty, Colossus, Professor X. Oh my gosh, what was her name? We also apparently are helping some alien guy. Black Tom Cassidy shows up. That's crazy. That's nuts up here. What? Juggernaut? What is going on? There's all kinds of craziness in this book. Count Von Strange, what's going on, man? X gonna give it to you. That's right. Man, it's still 18 as a cameo. Got it. Doing good, Count Von Strange, man. Thanks for stopping in this morning, man. I appreciate it. See, Doomsday Comics says, hey everybody, we do charity work at a children's hospital and we pass out comics to kids every month. My LCS donates 50 books a month. If you guys want to help out with some, let me know. That's super cool, man. That is super cool. Yeah, like, I'm sure we've all got like, I know I have some books that I could donate. Man, Juggernaut is like raining down some thunder in this book, man. Just barreling through the city there, just tearing it up. It's awesome. Man, this is cool. And we're still getting like the little bubbles here, which you can barely see, referring to an issue you need to go look at. I really like that. We don't get that as much anymore. We totally could. But now they would have to say like volume blah 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 blah. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Who grabs him? The cover. No. Okay, well at one point like Professor X is grabbing Logan and kind of does this. Alright, so is that the cover? Is that what the cover was about? Storm somehow winds up back in Africa. No? Maybe? Somehow? What? She's confused also. Wow, continued in Uncanny X-Men 369. Juggernaut got big. Juggernaut. Oh, just stop that Juggernaut. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I must have scrolled back up or something. Sorry, guys. The Comic Kotaku. Later, guys, man. Have a good one. Gomez says, I feel like comics back in the day had more literature and stories. Is that what you said? I missed it. Comics in the heyday had more literature and content and story. Yeah, no, I agree. Now they're just pushing... It seems like a lot of our 3 to 5 issue miniseries type things or arcs that we get in books, back in the day would have been they would have been a one and done, you know. But now they've stretched it out to a point where no, it's just part one of something. They add in filler and stuff like that just to extend the story. Whereas they could just add in more words and shorten it up and it'd all be in one. That's my opinion. That's all I'm saying. Oh, the guy on the cover of Uncanny X-Men Annual 18 was Caliber? That's crazy. The chat's jumping on me, guys. Hold on. Till the Doomsday Comic gotta head out later, man. Frank said, did you get a quick glimpse of Juggernaut in the new Deadpool 2 trailer? They show Colossus punching his helmet in a quick 1-second scene. Excuse me. Yeah, I saw people actually going through that and like slowing it down. That'll be nuts if that's really what it turns out to be. The Juggernaut. Which we've seen Juggernaut before. You know, he was in X-Men Origin. Right? Is that where he was at? Which one was he in? He was in something. It's all good. It's all good. What did they do to Charles? I don't know. I think it's like they're fighting on a mindscape or something because people are way bigger than they're supposed to be. I don't know. Redbeard, what's going on, Redbeard? Yeah, they're definitely pushing the art more so. Yeah, I mean, and that's, they went with higher gloss paper instead of just the newsprint and stuff like that. So, yeah. That's what they think that is going to sell the books more so than anything. Where it's might sell one or two. Maybe that's why you have to keep going back to number ones. Because you're not focused on the story. You don't have like a definitive like end goal or lineup for your books. I'm not talking to any specific company. Marvel's just milking Venom. Yeah. Too many variants. Yeah. See, Gomez didn't pick up any of the current Venom runs. Gonna wait for the Kate's #1 in a few weeks. Nice. Nice. Good option. I've stayed away from Venom stuff for the most part. I didn't read any of Venomverse, like the first part or Edge of Venomverse. I haven't read any of that. Just kind of listened to people talk about it. And it wasn't anything I wanted to jump into. So. Oh, you're not rich enough. Comically Flawed said, I don't like the way they're doing the Thor month or Venom month or whatever. Yeah, a lot of the Thor variants for the Mighty Thor thing they were doing were not that great to me. I don't need Thor, for example, on the cover of Amazing Spider-Man or Venom on the cover of Guardians. I'm completely with you. If I'm buying Daredevil, I want a Daredevil character on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Daredevil and whoever. You know, if it's a team-up thing. Like, I can see that. But when they just take over for the month, like they did recently with the Hulk variants also for the Incredible Hulk, whatever they were doing there, no. Half of those were just not good, and it's whatever title you're wanting to buy with Hulk on the cover of it. So you're like, no, it's not what I want. So I 100% agree with you. Hoger said, Venomize was good, but not great. Flawed said, nothing against Thor, Justin. Yeah, no, I didn't take it that way at all. I'm completely with you, Comically Flawed. Redbeard said, I wish they would stay with standard numbering. I hate all those reboot-ish titles. I'm with you. I mean, you can definitely see that sales do bump when they go back to a #1. And I guess that's why they're pushing it. But the problem I see with it is they do that after a point. Like a book will get a #1, right? It'll have a decent creative team on it and be pretty good. Around, I don't know, before issue 10, they will change it to not the same caliber as what we've been reading, and then sales plummet, and they're like, oh, we got to reboot it again. So you never actually get any momentum in titles, I feel like. Let's see. NLC, sorry. NLC Production says, after I get a few more keys, such as Amazing Spider-Man number 20 and Flash 139, I'm just going to enter a bunch of raffles for more keys. Only read modern stuff online. Yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. I have switched to, I don't know, man. What do I want to say? I want to say like maybe like 50, 60%, if not more, of what I read is online. And I'm trying to only, New Comic Book Day, I'm trying to only pick up like my core books that I need, you know what I'm saying? Just a few DC, a few Marvel, like basically X-Men, Daredevil, Thor, those we're getting. So a number of X-Men titles. Daredevil, Thor, DC is Batman, and a couple other little things. But that's about it. We're keeping it minimum for the physical books and just reading them online. Like I said, it's just a space issue. Running out of space, man. Running out of space. There's too many books. I need like a better system of show, because it's just boxes, man. Just boxes. Boxes of comic books. It's one of those things where you're like, man, I could open up my own shop, but you really couldn't. You could. Not really. A lot of us think that we could just open up our own shop, but no. We think we have a lot, and we do, but maybe not a lot enough to open up a shop. But you could definitely get a table at a con and sell some of your books that way. NLC said, this one guy was selling Daredevil number 1 signed by Jim. Oh my gosh, hold on. He's selling Daredevil number 1 signed by Stan Lee. 2.0 for $900. I was pissed I didn't get it. Such a great deal. Oh my gosh, man. Oh. Yep, I was close, NLC Productions. I was very close to pulling a trigger on a Daredevil number 1 raw, not good condition, like a 1. Maybe I think it was detached cover and every. I mean, it was 1 maybe. Maybe it was a complete book, but a lot of issues. Man, I was so close just to pulling the trigger on that book just because I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Not because I think it was, the price was fine. I'm not saying anything about the price, but it was just, do I want to get one in such a low grade, or would I rather wait for a book that's not actually falling apart, or go the route, if I'm going to get one that is in that low of grade, go ahead and just get one that's slab. So I hear you, man. It's tough on those books, man. It is tough. Gomez said, I probably can get that if I stop spending so much on Wednesdays. Yes, Gomez, I'm with you, brother. I am with you. I'll reach out to you. See if I can help you sort that out a little bit. Frank Corvino said, are you looking forward to all the new Fantastic Four books? I am, man. Sarah Pichelli she's released a couple different things of art, and the most recent one earlier this week had Valeria and Franklin as part of the family. I thought that was awesome. I was super pumped to see that. I'm glad that they're actually, and it looks like they've been aged up a bit. We talked about this just for a few minutes on Legends Show last night. He's super pumped about it also. It's gonna be awesome. Gomez said, Comic Wednesday addiction. Dude, it's rough. It's rough. Can't go cold turkey. Shout out to Donnie Cates. Cheer out him. Philly Superman's here. What's going on, man? Matilda said, I need to read a lot before I buy more. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. That's a good collection goal. Is try to read all your stuff before you buy more. I wouldn't be able to buy more for a while, because I know there's plenty of stuff in here that I haven't read because I bought it with the intention of finishing the run type thing before I read them. That may be one of the downfalls. Maybe I need to read it, and that way it makes me search harder for the next book and not wait. Gomez said, I'm with you, Justin. I can't believe what I have accumulated in 5 years in the game. Yeah. I've only been back in, like a year longer than you or something like that? I think I started back like 6 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. So many books, brother. So many books. So many books. You can collect them so fast, especially when you hit those dollar bins or you find deals at cons, man. Deals at cons. So also, everybody, what we got? Next weekend, we have Avengers Infinity War. That's hitting. That's going to be crazy. Weekend after that, we have Free Comic Book Day. So we got like 2 weekends straight where we're going to be busy. Busy comic book nerds. That's what we're going to be. Yeah. Gomez said he's lost trying to get caught up on reading. It's tough, man. It's tough. And that was the thing that I found was I was just trying to get too many books. And then I don't have time throughout the week to actually sit down and read them all. I was reading like half, and then getting more. It's kind of nuts. But last few weeks, like I said, I've cut way down. Going to digital was much easier because I can just read them at lunch or whatever throughout the day, whenever I want. So it's for that purpose of just reading the books so much better. Now, like I said, certain titles I need to have them in my hands. So Matilda said, "Let's read more, Gomez." I think that's everybody's goal. That's our goal as a YouTuber comic book community is to read more. We need to read more. Ooh, Redbeard has a super good question here. Redbeard. All right. Redbeard said, what are your thoughts on books to get signed? Do you get high grade Silver Age signed or lower grade signed? Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'll speak on the cause. I'm opinionated. I'll send you a link if you want to jump on, brother. Anybody's always welcome. Set it up. Have some guests on Sunday Morning Comics. We should do that soon. That would be fun. Man. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. Like, I would go lower grade and keep the high grade as it is. Maybe get the high grade graded. Maybe get a signature on the outside of the case. I don't know. But no, I would probably get the lower grade signed. Just because it's damage to the book, man. You're writing on the book. No, it is what you want to do. For me personally, I just don't think I could get any of my Silver Age stuff signed or anything like that. I would pick a more recent modern book or something to just have their signature. But then again, I'm not a huge signature person. I have a few. Like certain creators I really wanted or certain books I found a deal. Like, oh my gosh, guys. The first 5 issues, 6 technically, was 0. So 0 through 5 of Stormwatch from back in the day. I found all those signed for super cheap with, certificate of authenticity and all that stuff. So that was amazing. So, I mean, little things like that I'll find, but, the guys that actually go get signatures, then, get the books, like, slabbed and flip them and things like that, that's their own kind of thing. I've never even really considered doing that type of thing just because of the time invested. The time you have to invest in waiting in line to get a book signed is forever sometimes. So, it's fun. My shop is going to have Mark Bagley at Free Comic Book Day. So, definitely going to get him to sign something. Van Jensen's also going to be there this year again. So, I'll talk to him, get him to sign something again. That'll be awesome. But, it's not... I'm not going to... I wouldn't be like, grab my most expensive Mark Bagley book and have him sign that one, I'm just going to grab, like, one of my favorite childhood memory issues of Spider-Man and be like, this is the one I want you to sign because this one's the one that means something to me, I guess that's my thing with signatures is they would be for me, not for me to resell. So, I guess that's why I don't even think about signatures most of the time. That was super roundabout way of answering your question. So, lower grade. Oh, NLC Productions. Oh, that's what we'll do next Sunday. Alright, so next Sunday on Sunday Morning Comics, we'll go through all the free comic book day books and talk about those. So, if you haven't checked those out, we'll be definitely talking about those next week. Get everybody prepped up for free comic book day. Mr. Unknown Comics Guy said, how about a high grade book with a date stamp already on it? Okay to sign? Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just all personal opinion. Get whatever you want to get signed, sign. Like, it's up to you. It's your collection. Do what you want to do with it. If this is like the book you want to get signed by this one person, do it, man. That's your collection. I will never tell anybody how to collect because we all do it different. We think we do it the same. We all do it different. Gomez said, I'm mixed. Love SIGs to meet people. I recently got a couple Joe Benitez SIGs and slabs for remembrance. Yes. See, and that's the other thing is like Joe Benitez. Like, alright, so it depends on who you're talking about. Some people don't even charge. Like Van Jensen at DragonCon doesn't charge anything. You just walk up, hand him a book, he signs it, you're good to go. Joe Benitez, I don't think he was at DragonCon 2 years ago also, and I got him to sign some Weapon Zero T-1, T-5. T-5 was the first issue, so T-5. I got him to sign that one, and I don't think he charged anything at all. But I also picked up a book that he had on the table. So maybe if you bought something, you didn't have to pay for a signature from him. I don't remember. But anyway, super nice guys. So yeah, the vast majority of people that I wanted to have sign something, sign them for free anyway. So you throw out the money part of it at that point. And then at that point, realistically, to me, again, I go back to getting something signed just because I want to meet the person and talk to them, you know. More so than the signature is anything. But the signature, having the signature on that book, then like every time you see it, you're thinking about that interaction you had with that creator. You know, telling them how much you enjoy their book, getting some crazy insight from them. So some awesome stuff. So I highly recommend it. Even if you don't have books to get signed, if you see an artist, colorist, writer, inker, anybody that you enjoy their work, just go up and say, hey, really like your stuff. Thanks a lot. I mean, you don't have to buy anything from them, but everybody loves to get compliments. So. Yes. Nerd Vision says, I like personalized signatures. It has more meaning. Yes, it does. It really does. I mean, those are a little bit harder to resell. When you're selling a book that says, I love Nerd Vision versus I love everybody. Gomez said he also met Chris Claremont and had him sign Wolverine #3, the miniseries. Nice. Getting it slabbed for myself and Ron Lim on Venomized Windpool. Awesome. That is awesome, man. Keep those and cherish those in your collection. Matilda. What does it cost to sign a piece of paper? It depends. It depends on how important you think you are. No. I mean, some people just charge for signatures. Most working artists don't. But it's more the creators and stuff that aren't actually working anymore. Maybe they retired or they're doing something else. So when they come to cons, they'll charge a fee just because it's, you know, out of the ordinary. And that's completely fine. Especially for the older guys who are not working anymore. I totally 100% I'm on board with them like charging. That's fine, man. You work, now you're retired, you know, you're here to make some extra money. I understand that. The guys that are like actually working, like I said, Van Jensen doesn't sign anything, but he's got his stuff there. He's there to promote his work and get his name out, but he's probably not paying for that table either, so I don't know. Comic Fault said, I just think so many books are signed these days with the intent of flipping instead of personal collection. That's more what grinds my gears. You know what really grinds my gears? Some of those books are still ones I want raw and eat. Yeah, I'm with you. Flawed said, once he has everything, then everybody can go back to getting whatever they want signed. Redbeard said that Roy Thomas is coming to Knoxville this summer, and he is signing for free. That's awesome. Also, like getting books from older TV shows, like I Dream of Jeannie, Star Trek, and etc. signed by the actors. That is an awesome idea. Like the big like gold key kind of magazine sized ones. Is that what you're talking about? Those, yeah, that's really cool. That's a super good idea, man. Because most of the time, it's those characters on the covers. Anyway, man. But Matilda, that's not even upward. If somebody's charging $20 is an okay price. You have a lot of like big name creators will charge way more than that, way in the hundreds of dollars for signatures. Yeah, gold keys and deals, yes sir, yes sir. All right, so that's all the books are. I'm gonna open up some Magic cards, guys, just because I got these yesterday. All right, played in that tournament, right? Four rounds, so played against 4 people. I won 2, lost 2. So it works out pretty good. Not too bad. See if I get anything fun. See if I get any foils, rares. I'll show you some cool stuff. But this is cool. It's kind of like Thor, man. Dude's got a hammer. It's a dude. No, maybe it's a lady. It's a lady. Sorry, lady's got a hammer. In fire. That's cool. So like knights, things like that. We got a green arrow card. It's green, and there's a guy shooting a bow and arrow. So it's a green arrow card. Oh man, it's like Corvus Glaive, right there, or Ebony Maw, but it's not. It's a Stronghold Confessor. So I guess it would be Ebony Maw. Yeah. Fungal Infection. So we got like a man thing. JLS Comics, what's going on? JLS. Oh my gosh, this card. So what I played in yesterday was a pre-release for this set Dominaria, right? And so you get this box right here. It's a cool box, and it comes with 6 booster packs, 2 special, like, commemorating the pre-release type card. They're just, cards that you would get, but they're stamped in gold with the date. And then a 20-sided die, so you can play. And then, so you have about 30 minutes or so, open up all your packs, and make a deck of like 40 cards, whatever colors you want to use. So you look through all your cards, organize them, you're going crazy. That 35 minutes goes by super fast. And then you sit down, they call out your name, and you go play whoever you're playing. So like I said, it's 4 rounds, you play 4 different people, 1 person per round. It's the best 2 out of 3 games. All of mine went to the 3rd game. Like I said, I went 2-2, so I was alright there. This dang thing killed me in 1 game just because I didn't have any flyers. It's a flying Pegasus. It's a Pegasus. How are you gonna fight a Pegasus? You can't. This is an awesome card. Embola's Clutches. Lets you take one of your opponent's cards. I used that in a game yesterday. That was amazing. NES Master, have a good one, brother. Land. A legendary creature. Human Warrior. Red and black. That's cool. Alright, 1 more pack. And we'll be done. I won these packs because for every round that you won, you get a pack. So you could get... I think if you won all 4 rounds, you got 5 packs. But other than that, you got the number of rounds you won, or games you won, or whatever. Give him an apple. A golden apple. What the heck, anyhow? Chris Claremont was first 2 free. Any more after that were $5 a pop. Dude, that's still an awesome deal. $5 for, like, a couple extra books to get some by Chris Clay. Oh my gosh. The first card was the same one. That's ridiculous. Bird. I'm looking. Oh, it's like Groot. Got Groot chasing a dude. It's awesome. I wonder if the Magic people are like, if they read comics. I'm sure they do. Another legendary creature. An elf archer. Elves are going to be it. It's red and green. I'm going to probably go red and green. I think that's what I'm going to do with Dominaria. Yesterday I played blue-green, just because that was the majority of the stuff I got. But I think I'll be red-green for Dominaria. I think that's what I'll do. So that was a lot of fun. I had a good time. Buddy of mine went with me. He played also. He went 3-1, and that was cool. Unfortunately, the last game he was in, I think they were in the second game or something near the end of it, but the guy had to go, so he just conceded. So that I don't really count his third win, even though because his record is better than mine. So, but it was a lot of fun. I recommend if it's a good way. It was $25 to just go play for a while. You don't need any other cards. Everybody's on the same playing field. That's really the best way to just go play. But, most all card shops or comic shops and stuff will have Magic on Friday nights. So if you're ever interested, just go. Everybody's super chill. Somebody will teach you how to play. Somebody at the shop or anybody else. I'll say that was another good thing is they had knowledgeable people walking around. So when we did have questions about new cards, because there's always new cards or new abilities that come out with each pack or each set, that they were right there and able to answer the question very clearly. And nobody ever had any like arguments or anything like that. It was really, really cool. So definitely a good time. $5 is a deal. Some charge $20. Yeah. So far I haven't got a $20 sig. No. Yeah, 20 asset pass. That's a lot. I don't know. Is it a lot? How much does Jim Lee charge? The SIGs can't be worth more than the book. That's his rule. That's JLS's rule. I'm with you on that one. That's a good rule, Jesse. I like that one. That's why I passed on Stanley a couple weeks back. Ooh, Gomez. Plus, you might not have actually gotten it signed. If you're talking about the show I'm thinking you're talking about. Oh, yeah. I gotcha. I don't know. I would still like to have a Stanley signature book, but I don't know. I don't have one. So that's one of the things I would like to have, just to have one, but it realistically doesn't matter what book it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. So I'll find one eventually. Matilda says she has some Magic Gathering cards. Oh my gosh. Don't fall into it. It is built, that whole game is built to just make you spend money because of the way they rotate cards in and out. And new sets are always coming out. I'm with you. Looking at the chat. J-Rod agrees with Jesse. Completely. Alright, so that's what we're going to do today, guys. I'm actually going, after this, I'm going to grab my nephew and take him to Plastic Empire. If you haven't heard of them, they're on Instagram. They have a shop not too far from here. It's like mainly Funkos, mainly a Funko Pop shop. They also have some long boxes, so I'll be digging through the long boxes there to see what I can find while he's looking at other stuff. They have other figures and things like that. So a lot of fun. They had they had like a show there where they had a ton of people. Unfortunately, that day it was raining, so it wasn't the best conditions, and it was packed. So we're gonna go check that out, see what we can find, and see what else happens today. But I really appreciate everybody stopping in for Sunday Morning Comics. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all have a great day. We'll be back later this week with some more good content for you. And like I said, next week on Sunday Morning Comics, we will be going over the free comic book day books just to make sure everybody knows what's coming out, right? All right. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and we will talk to you soon.